Greetings and salutations, students. Professor Dork here, back out with some more Mass Effect 1, 100% playthrough, best ending on the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. As always, sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's play. So before we do bring down the Sky mission, we're going to go ahead and talk to all our crew members.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news feed about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
The damage is done, Williams.
Shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
After helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
That's going to be a really good Christopher Nolan movie when that comes out, Ulysses.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. It says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Should be able to get a personal request for Garrus and Tally, I believe.
Commander, good to see you. You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
That's pretty funny.
Employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, the ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Pat and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Sounds just like
If you
Saren.
don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Leon, I want to be there when you find it.
Alright, got his quest.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Starin's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
We've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives.
I like your response, Octilus. What's so special about you? Well, we gotta see what's under the hood.
The work you're doing here...
Too bad you don't ever actually get to see it except a picture.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out again. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, that just leaves Caden. Oh, that's right, I gotta talk to Liara too. I forgot about her. I don't think Rex has anything to say.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. We told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
It's ironic because he really does go back. All right, Liara should be back here.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my Galactics could not handle.
You know, the Asari really do remind me of the Vulcans in Star Trek.
Appealed to me.
The Vulcans were the most technologically advanced
Get away from other
and the most intelligent. And also they had the ability to meld their mind with others and to read minds. Plus they had the cool Vulcan neck pinch that'd make you instantly pass out.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay, Caden's the last one.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenka, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
I don't know, Noctilus.
A big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is okay. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 and 1. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school. The next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Alright, time to bring down the sky. See if there's anything to scan. Okay, doesn't look like it. Alright. I just wanted to double check.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches are disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
Alright, we gotta find 3 engineers. Alright, so the first one's gonna be up this way.
On my way.
Logic assist tool. Okay, next one's over this way. So I'll find the 3 engineers first, then I'll tackle the plasma torches and stop this asteroid from colliding with that planet.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm definitely go.
Alright, only one turret left. So there's an anomaly over there. I'll check it out after I find this dead engineer. Might be something useful. Okay, I don't need any of that.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Alright, so it's Batarians that caused this. Okay, last engineer is located in this area over here. There's definitely something at the top of that mountain, which is that anomaly. Might be something useful up there I can use. The reason why I'm doing these, finding these engineers, is because I can get one of the best upgrades in the game. Alright, I got to drive a different way up there. I think if I'm correct, it either gives you a Quarian Colossus 10 armor, or you can get a Omni tool upgrade. And the one I'm going to get is the Omni tool, because I already have the Quarian armor. Because I got lucky, Moreland had one in his shop. So I bought the best version. Alright, now we got some tunes. Yeah, that area I gotta go on foot. And I'm going to take out all the turrets first so I can just drive around here and disable these one at a time. It'll just make things a lot easier. No, there's only one left. Alright, he should be around here, laying on the ground. Yep, there he is. Prodigy. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, so we want Savant, because that's the best one we can get.
Heading to position.
Alright, so that quest is complete. Now all we gotta do is just get rid of these fusion torches. Alright, let me see my ammo type. Let's see. Okay, I got shredder rounds equipped. Yeah, because we're going to be dealing with organic targets.
On my way.
Yeah, I gotta level up Liara. Alright, gonna max out Singularity. Lift. Throw I had to because throw is really good. And warp's maxed out. Go ahead and max out barrier. Stasis is worthless. I don't need it.
Batarians.
Check! Check!
Throw another Singularity over there.
Release the Baron!
Oh, they overheated my gun. It's not good. There, got him. Okay, I don't need any of that equipment.
Good as new.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. What's going on? Who are you?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Yeah, let's get out of here and go disarm the other two. Oh, I got the sidewalk glitch.
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
Takes more than that one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well, guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard, with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the
That's very
base.
inconvenient.
You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface.
Sorry, found them. They're all dead.
Stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Alright, so I got 2 more to disarm. The only one that's going to be annoying is that one with the blasting caps.
Hear me? Getting all kinds of interference. Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback. See if I can fix it. In the meantime, just keep doing...
Warning. Ground-penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle.
Alright, I'm safe now. There, no more blasting caps. I don't know why my teammates switched to sniper rifles. Overheating my gun again, dang it. There should only be a couple left. Oh, there's one left.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again.
I feel bad for her brother.
Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
And nothing, no good equipment at all, unfortunately. Oh man, my Mako's stuck. And I got the sidewalk glitch. Here, let me try reloading my save. Usually that'll fix it. There we go. I got both stupid, annoying glitches at the same time. Yeah, I ain't gonna let those Batarian get near me. Only got warp. There, hold on. Alright, all we gotta do is save the hostages. The asteroid is no longer a threat.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, and we can end this peacefully.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Balak would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Balak wants you dead. And what Balak wants, Balak gets. I can't change that.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Balak. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Balak's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Balak will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Balak's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Sweet, I'll say Paragon. Yeah, it's nice when you're being the good guy and can talk things out. Yep. Exactly, Corona. And you know that when I play Fallout, that's exactly what I do also. All right, let's see, where's this last base at? Okay, it's all the way up here. Let's turn this bad boy around. Oh, a speech check fail. Yeah, exactly. But you know me, I always invest all my points in the speech, so that never happens. Lucy shot Great Khan in the ass with a 45, which resulted in the dead die from infection later and all that. Yeah, that's true. Because when you're in the wasteland, you don't have any antiseptic or any of that stuff. All right. Man, this base has got a lot of turrets. Yeah, that's because she only has one charisma. That's the reason why she couldn't talk her way out of a wet paper sack with those great cons. Yeah, these ones are more dangerous because the turrets are moving back and forth. Yeah, that was close. I almost got blown up. It's just because these sliding turrets are really annoying. What happened to your cannon? My cannon had to it has to recharge every 2 seconds between shots. All right, this is gonna be fun. So I gotta fight through a big squad of Batarians. Yes, I have a cold. And you got robo turrets everywhere. I'm gonna hit singularity. Alright, get rid of all these Batarians because they're the ones that, yeah, he overheated my weapon. So I can give him a throw. I overheated my damn weapon again. They love doing that to me. Yeah, I can't do anything when they got my weapons overheat. Okay, overload. That takes care of that. Yeah, they changed from heatsink to thermal clips. I do hate it when they overheat my weapon in this game because then I can't do anything. Because as you see, I have to completely rely on my biotics. Which, I mean, isn't too bad. Alright, I think we got rid of all the enemies. Oh, nope, there's one left. Just when I thought I got rid of them all. Infiltrator, sniper type. Yeah, Infiltrator is really good, especially in Mass Effect 2.
Die, human!
There, he's gone.
You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
I'm just getting started.
Predictable, but this is over. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
You don't get to leave, Balak. Not after what you've done.
What I've done, this is nothing compared to what's been done to Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Don't make it sound like you're the innocent party here. You brought it upon yourselves.
Really? You invaded our space, took our resources, and when we asked the Council for aid, they brushed us off. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options. Sometimes you need to get someone's attention before they'll listen. That's why we attacked you at Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the Council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You've got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
You can go. But this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Yep, attack someone else first, then I can't fight the war but play victim. Yep. That's exactly what the Batarians did. Alright, we gotta hurry up and disarm these bombs. There is a lot of them. Alright, so that one's upstairs. I do not know why Tyler's using a shotgun. Yeah, the AI has a bad habit of constantly switching weapons. Well, usually they use an assault rifle or a shotgun, but I'm trying to keep them to use pistols. I'm not worried about the drones. They can't really do any damage to me. Okay, it looks like this one's also upstairs. Alright, I'll go up there and disarm it. Because the save I'm doing, Corona, is going to do two things. It's going to be for my Insanity run, and it's also going to be for my Mass Effect 2 save as well.
Is that all right?
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Ms. Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not going to sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow. And the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to that? Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
Alright, let me read your comment. I guess I have to figure out how to get the mods from Mass Effect 2 to obtain all 3 gun types from the collector's ship. Since the Legendary Edition allows us to use all guns, it's now reasonable to be able to use them. I think there is a mod that'll let you do that, but originally you can only pick one weapon. Oh, sweet, I got a Pulse Rifle 10. I'm keeping that. Explosive rounds is not bad. Alright, let's see. I can give you the... Yep, there's the best Omni tool in the game. Alright, there. Both my teammates now have the best Omni tool in the game with a tech bonus cooldown of 50. Gives med recharge 25, shield bonus 35. Yeah, because in the original game, other classes can't use weapons, yeah.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing.
I wish I could have saved him, too.
It's not your fault. You did what you could. At least Aaron died in a place he loved. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. We're done. Let me see where the exit is. Looks like it's down this way. Okay, so I should have stayed up the stairs and then kept going. Not gonna lie, this area is pretty confusing. Okay, I don't see a door up there. Okay, maybe it was down there to get out. Oh, can't go through there. Where's the damn exit? You guys will have to give me a sec. I'm trying to figure this out on how to get out. No, that's not a door either. Okay, I think this is it right here. Yep. This should be the way out. That was kind of annoying. All right, let's check Utopia, see if there's anything there. Okay, that's nothing. That's where Eden Prime is, beginning of the game. Okay, I've already been to Argos Row. There's Artemis Tau, Hayes Gamma. Yeah, I've been there because that's Dis. Alright, we'll start with Voyager Cluster.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission-complete burst from one of them.
Okay.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking you because the Normandy can get on site quickly gets in the Voyager cluster.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral. And we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, see what we can find. Okay, rare element. I only need one more Solarian tag, and then I got them all. Alright. Let me look up the map for this so I know where all the resources are. Alright, so we have 2 light metals and 1 rare earth. Alright. There's also 1 Turian insignia as well. Okay. Rare earth is going to be located in this area right here. Yep, I already see it on my map right there. Because getting all these resources is going to play a part in Mass Effect 2, especially in Mass Effect 3. Involving Conrad Werner, so I need to find all these. Alright, so we got 1 light metal here and 1 up there. Yes, playing Mass Effect 1 for Perfect Paragon and getting all the resources to build up is really annoying. Yes, it is. But with the way I'm doing it, it'll be really easy and not that bad. I mean, there's only going to be like maybe a couple planets where the terrain is really bad to drive on. I think the one planet that I can't stand driving on the most is Elitania. Because it's got these big old purple mountains, and it's just really, really hard to drive on that terrain. And unfortunately, that planet has a really cool Easter egg on it. As long as you made sure to get the trinket from the Asari consort by helping the Elcor diplomat in the embassy on the Presidium. Alright. I have 1 more light metal to get, and then I can go get the Turian insignia. And then there's a charred corpse, and then that's it. And then I can just go straight to the mission objective. I'm not bothering with debris. That's not worth it at all. Yeah, it's worth the money and experience. That is correct. Plus, with all the extra money and resources I get when I import my save into Mass Effect 2 and 3, it's going to be worth it. It's just going to be not so fun trying to drive up to where this light metal is. So I'm trying to figure out where it is and how to get to it. Yep, there it is on the map. Hopefully I can get up there. And I'll figure out another way up there because this rock cliff isn't going to let me drive on it. Yeah, I'm trying to determine how to get to it. Damn it. I'll read your comment in just a second, Corona, as soon as I get up this rock face. I'm just trying to figure out a way to get to it, because this is not fun. Yeah, I might not be able to get to this because of where it's at. Yeah, do not drive and text. Exactly. Okay, looks like I got to it. Man, that was an absolute pain. All right. Let me read your comments and then we will look for the rest of the resources that I need. All right, you said the money, Mass Effect 1, we got raw, man. They donate all our money to build a park. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what they do. But it's not that big of a deal because we'll get it back. Okay, so there's a charred corpse located over here. And then this is the Batarian insignia. And then that's where the quest marker is going to be at. I just don't know if I can get the Mako over there because of this rock cliff. Because, I mean, just getting over here was an absolute nightmare. So I may have to reposition the Mako. Yeah, it's just going to be debris. Yeah, crash probe. I don't care about that. Says it's right up here. Alright, there's a Batarian insignia. Okay, let me see. So there's another one. It's located right up in here. Really, there's two Turian insignias? Why would there be two? That I could see one being here, but not another one. Yeah, I think the map is wrong. Yeah, I think it just got confused. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and complete the objective. Now, I do know that the character in this quest has been changed, because in the original version, it's a Turian. No. In the original version, it was a human. And then in the Legendary Edition, they changed him to a Turian, I think. It's been a long time since I played the original. I may have to go back and do the original versions, just for the fun of it. Man, this Turian sucks. Alright, let's go disarm this nuclear device.
A trap. It has to be. I concur. This did not crash. Someone moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
All right, Shepard.
Just gotta figure out what room it is. Alright, well that one's locked.
Shepard, at last.
Yeah, so originally it was a human and they changed it to a Turian.
You have me at a disadvantage.
You don't remember me. No matter. I remember you. I never forget anyone I fought. My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
In most criminal organizations, it's the one who's recognized as the most successful.
That's correct. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed because of you. Your damnable holding action.
My crew will come for me.
Oh, let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
You'll see me again, Halliot. Count on it.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
They're bomb disabled. It actually wasn't too bad. Yeah, they're salty about losing. Yes, I'm a war hero and I'm Earthborn. So I was in the gang, the Crimson Reds, and I already did that quest on the Citadel. Yeah, there's the one that was taunting me. There, now he's dead. There we go. Wasn't too bad. Alright, let me see what the next system is. Okay, it looks like this one only has one right now. Okay, Attican Beta. I won't be going to Pharos right now.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region and was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
Alright, Medallion. This is the planet I was talking about. The one planet I extremely dislike. Well, this is going to be fun. Mentioned in the stream I didn't like this planet, and now I'm going to drive on it. Comedic timing. Alright, let me see what resources we got on this planet. I already know the Easter egg is on this planet. Okay, so we have 2 heavy metals, mysterious globe, and then we got to drive around looking for a sensor module. Alright, so we got gold over this way, and palladium over this way. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the gold first. Let me see, mysterious globe. It's going to be on the other side. So that's where the globe is. And this is absolutely going to suck. Cool thing is you got pijacks everywhere. Because one of them stole a module and you gotta go through all these little villages of the pijack and try to find out which person took it. Says there's a resource over here. Alright, let me check my map again just to... Yep, there it is, I see it. I just had to double check. Okay. Looks like it's just down here. Alright, we'll go ahead and go do the Easter egg. So I think you'll really like this. I don't know if you've ever seen this Easter egg, Corona, but it's pretty cool. Alright, let me highlight it. Okay, because like I said, the only way you can access it is you have to get the trinket. So in order to get the trinket, you help the Elcor, right? So before you talk to the Asari consort, go back and talk to the Elcor diplomat and let him know that you have the tablet with the information on it to clear his name. And then that'll complete that quest, and then you go talk to the Asari consort and she'll hand it over to you. Because without it, you cannot access this Easter egg. It's such a minute detail that it's really easily missed. The only areas with green is where I can drive. If it's purple, I can't drive on it. Okay, there it is. There we go, level up. Alright. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside. Remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari consort on the Citadel, you pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding you and disorienting you. Slowly, your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest, though you are not far from the caves you share with others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of the skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet somehow it flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of the tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life, the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls. You must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. It's called a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake an instant later to find yourself on Elitania, lying on your back. The Prothean artifact looming above you undamaged and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There was a flash of light, and you sort of just toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you've seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter, captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results? At their base on Mars. And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you'll probably never solve. Forget about it. But yeah, I'm glad you were able to get this one, Chrono. Alright, let me see. I think the resource was up this way. Other than that, I don't really see anything else other than this last resource I need to get. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get to where this resource is, because this terrain just is not fun. Sometimes I'll fall in like a hole and then I can't get out. And that's not very fun either. Basically, these mountains are going to be playing pinball with my Mako. Alright, I should be able to drive up this cliff face. I'm just saving in case I fall and I can reload it. I missed the resource. Alright. Let me see. Debris. Okay, so that probes it that way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-land on the planet. That'll make traversing the terrain a lot easier. Sometimes I do that. Okay. It's just right over here. There's a couple dead pie jacks.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
Alright. Time to go explore pie jack colonies. I'm going to the farthest one first because it's a lot harder to get to, which is more likely where it might be. And if it's not there, then the rest of them are easy to get to, and I can just search them, no problem. All right, little guys, let's see which one of you has it. All right, no one in this colony has it. All right, check the colony over there. I don't want to run these guys over. They're not bothering anybody. I remember on one planet there's a creature called a shifty cow, and it could actually steal some of your credits. In the original version of this game, I thought that was pretty funny. I never had that happen to me, but I knew about it. And I'll park right here. I'll go inside the mine and see if it might be in there. It's been a long while since I did this quest, so I kind of forgot about it, how to solve it. So it's obviously it's in the mine. Because as soon as I get it, it's going to spawn Geth, if I remember correctly. Yep, he had it.
It is a miracle the data module is still intact. Your pilot should be able to relay this info to your superiors.
Okay, there's a heavy Colossus 10 I can give to Ashley. That's insanely good. The only other armor I'm looking for is the Geth 10 armor. Or whatever the hell it's called for Rex. It's like a blue colored. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, they're all dead. I think the Geth and other species should learn that human is actually really good at killing. Yeah. Fortunately, Geths run on Windows 95 software. So it's highly inaccurate and doesn't work right. Alright, so we got that quest done. Alright, I think we have enough time for one more. So let me scan the planets in Pharos. Because there's still some stuff I can survey. Okay, got a light metal. Alright, there's a Prothean data disk, which makes sense because Pharos was a planet colonized by Protheans. You got Armstrong, Kepler, Hawking, Etta, and I still gotta go to Sol.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skillian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
I'm on it, Admiral.
Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Alright, so this one's got some neat stuff. Okay, so this is tied to Tally's loyalty. Well, I'm sorry, not loyalty, personal quest. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 to do. So I'm going to start with the Gagarin, which is named after a Russian cosmonaut, Yuri Gagarin, who I believe was the first man in space. So we'll do this one first. Alright, Ryan Geary. Oh, sweet, matriarch writing. Alright, I think I surveyed everything that was in the system. Yep. Alright. Let me pull up the map for this so I know where all the minerals are. Alright, so we have 2 rare elements, polonium and thorium. And that's really about it. That's located here. I'll see exactly how good we're on our minerals so far. So we have a third, which is a light metal titanium. All right. Let's check our journal. All right, so we have 6 out of 10, so that one's almost done. We only need 3 Prothean data disks, so that one will be done. 5 more Turian emblems. All right, here we go. So we need still quite a bit of heavy metals, 3 light metals, and still a decent amount of rare earths, which is about 8. Still missing Solarian tag and 5 League medallions. Okay. But we're making progress. All right, so we'll go ahead and get the light metal first. It's located in this corner here. And then there's an item over here. Okay. Check what this is. Because it says on my map that it's scavenger corpses, so it might have like a Turian insignia. Could be a tag, could be a disc. Don't know. It does say that there's something over there. At least the terrain is not so bad. Because later on in the system, there's going to be some planets, and in order to get to the geth, it's going to be awful to drive on to get up there and get rid of them. Because this is the quest line that completes Tally's pilgrimage. Alright, it's just a map. Alright. I'll go straight down and then across. That would be the most efficient way of doing this. There's multiple locations where I'm headed. Yeah, I'll check that anomaly, might as well. Yeah, this place has a lot of anomalies. Okay, medallion. Sweet. Alright, one more resource located over this way. Alright, so you see these markers right there? That's where the geth base is. I'll make getting up there a lot easier. I just want this resource real fast. Alright, almost there. Alright, let's see. I'll just head back to the base. And just follow those trail markers all the way up there and take care of it. Getting really close to finishing all the side quests in the game. There's a lot of dragon's teeth up here. So that means everybody got turned into husks. Genuinely feel really bad for them. I doubt I'll find anything that's useful. But I do need to replace my Omni Gel for defusing that nuclear device. See, did I put kinetic buffer on Liara's armor? I'll have to try to get her better versions. Yeah, I need to switch my ammo type since I'm going to be fighting a lot of Geth. Let's see, tungsten rounds. I think that would have pulled that. Yeah, it did. It pulled him. Or Mr. Husk. Yeah, I don't need polonium rounds. I'm only looking for Geth armor, and I'm also looking for connect buffers. Other than that, I don't need any upgrades. I don't see like any computers or anything in here. Oh, okay, here's the Geth. Just need to clear out all the husks first. Let me check my level, 59. So I'm almost max level. Oh, more reinforcements. Should have known. Alright, not bad. Alright, when we return, we will go ahead and clear the rest of these Geth outposts and get the data for Tally's pilgrimage. If you guys like my content, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell for more content. Your support is greatly appreciated, my students. I'll see you guys in the next one. Class dismissed. Professor Dork out. Bye, everybody.